another new follower. That's another new follower.
Right, so the screen is officially open in Discord. Type in the command Discord if you are in Twitch, or if you are on YouTube, look at the video description and enter there. When you get into the Discord, get into the general chat, scroll up, and instructions to maybe see the race are up there. If you cannot follow basic instructions, I cannot help you any more than I already am. Welcome in everyone, I hope everyone's good, everybody is well. There is a poll on the top of the Twitch chat. Who do you think's winning the Grand Prix today? Let's get into it. So, I hope everyone's good, everyone's well. We continue from our stream from qualifying yesterday, which was Charles Leclerc last second, or last minute even, just pulling a lap out of nowhere and completely surprising the whole grid. He leads with Oscar Piastri in second place, and on second row we've got Lando Norris, George Russell, both Aston Martins in 5th and 6th place. I have a feeling we could get a chance of an Aston Martin podium today. Yep, I know, that seems quite far-fetched, but I also think on lap 1, turn 1, there's going to be a pretty big incident that's going to result in a safety car or virtual safety car, something like that. But at the moment, for the poll that is on top of the Twitch chat, we have 2 people for Lando, 1 for Oscar Piastri, and 1 for George Russell as well. So get yourselves voting on that. There's nothing on the line if you win or lose that poll. It's just a random poll. Lock, good to see you, man. Hope you're good. First nicely, John as well in the Twitch chat side. Oh, everyone in the Twitch side, put your poker catch in. Ariane, good to see you, man. Here we go. So, also today we'll probably have some SummerSlam talk at some point, because SummerSlam Night 1 is inevitable in here. After the absolutely... Some people aren't surprised, but if you're like me and you don't read the sheets, it was a surprise. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but I can't be held responsible if anybody does jump in here and spoils SummerSlam. There's nothing I can do about it. Punk versus Gunther for me was match of 2025. I'm surprised. I didn't think that would have been your sort of match, to be honest. It was weird though. I was watching it with Kingdom and Losby, and halfway through we were just like, I think Punk took a bump with his arm, and the ref was constantly going over, looking like talking to him about something, and then Punk wasn't using his arm, so we were just like, shit, hang on, has something just happened that we know nothing about? Like are they trying to call an audible on the finish or something? Because Gunther was just sat there watching, not doing anything at times. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, in the end, it was a really good match. It felt weird after a while. Like, it was just like a sort of uneasiness, just like not character-wise always getting beaten, but more real life person, just like, shit, is he injured again? You know. Magnet, good to see you as well. We do have this on in the Discord at the moment, so look, there is literally instructions there. Guys, those who have just jumped in, we've lost 5 viewers have already jumped straight back out again because they can't read. They just cannot read. The instructions to see it are just there. So Star Wars always been slow matches with storytelling. Also the reason I never was able to get into AEW. Nothing against it, just not for me. Hey, that's fair, man. That's fair. I get you completely. It's just going through the grid at the moment. I'm still shocked with Aston Martin in 5th and 6th. That is insane for them. But massive thank you to everyone, whether you're watching, chatting, or you are lurking. We are also live on YouTube as well, so get yourself over to YouTube. Get the link for you. If you wanted to leave a lurk on the YouTube, because then it spreads that stream out to more people, and go for it. Those who spread word of the stream anyway, whether it's just mentioning my name or posting my emotes in people's chats and stuff like that, within reason of course. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Another shout out to Toonstar Gym yesterday for 25 gifted subs. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Right, let's right, we have 2 minutes until the formation lap starts. This has been one of the sort of quieter starts to a Grand Prix. There is a change to the grid which you can't see for some reason. It's not updated it. I thought pit stop starts usually update it. Oh, it has, sorry, my bad. So as you can see, Yuki Tsunoda is starting from the pit lane. Locke, you'll probably know more than me. Why was that? Was there just changes to engine or gearbox? Also like the fact that Tiffy and Jade was a quick one. Yeah, that seemed like a really... There's rumours that it could be surgery for Jade coming up or something like that. So they were just like, well, let's just make it a quick one. But, you know, sometimes you just need matches where it starts and it finishes and there's no bullshit in between, you know?
Say hello to
And that's fine. So Gemma, 94 months.
For 94 months.
That match kind of made me think of Gunter versus Taker and Punk versus Bret Hart would have been a 5-star. Oh, absolutely. Those two, I think, without a question, would be 5-star matches. No idea, actually. Yeah, I think it might be Gearbox or something like that. Right, there we go. There we go. And then, so we've got that and that. Right, cool. I'm just having a quick look through everything, so I'm making sure we're not missing anything. Thank you, Gemma. Those who aren't following Gemma, please make sure you go out of your way to do so. Currently doing some Destiny 2. My favourite match of the night. Weird. It's going to be a weird one, but as well as Punk and Gunter being up there anyway, I feel I can't choose between... I can't really choose between that one and the women's tag. I don't know, it's just... The women's tag just... Even though I don't like the idea of pitching single stars, forcing them to team against with each other, and then ended up winning anyway, it just... I don't know, it just... I think that was just a really surprise... I think probably I'm saying that match because it was a better match than I thought it would be. You know? Jelly roll over everything else. That message you sent me, Kingdom, of the Logan Paul jump, that was pretty good. Right, so the poll that we just had up for who's winning the race. See if I can quickly get out before the race goes. So Lando Norris is apparently the favourite to win today out of you lot, with Charles, Piastri, Russell and other all drawing with the same amount of votes each. So we'll see how that one goes. Shannon Alexa has been funny. I've not minded it at all. I felt they shouldn't have won, but it was, like I said, it was a better match than I thought it would be. I quite liked the Orton Jelly Roll match as well. Right, here we go. Leclerc, Piastri, Norris, and Russell thinks that Russell honestly thinks he can get something from this. It's 4 lights, 5 lights, and they're off. But there we go. There's a lot of switching from both the McLarens. Both the McLarens are going to be diving on the inside, and Leclerc gets a fantastic start just there. Russell trying on the outside. We've got one of the Aston Martins trying to get past the McLaren as well. And that is Fernando Alonso getting past Norris. Bortoleto is up to 6th place. Stroll down to 7th. Wow. Alonso up to 4th place. Wow. Antonelli's gone down another position there, but has gained 2 overall. Colapinto and Gasly, both the Alpines, having an absolutely horrific start just there. Oh, and I think that's the McLaren trying to get back past the Aston Martin, but he takes it back in. Bortoleto is running amazingly at the moment. 2 seconds, Arian. Let me just quickly watch this first lap of the Grand Prix. But Leclerc has got the start he needed. Piastri in 2nd place, George Russell up in 3rd, Alonso up in 4th, Norris losing 2 places, and Liam Lawson, I thought he was going to take out the Haas there for a second. It's Lawson up a position, Hajer down 1 for the RBs. Here's they will go out, and there's the end of the first lap. We've got Leclerc, Piastri, Russell, Alonso, Norris, Bortoleto, Stroll, Lawson, Verstappen down a place, Behrman, Hajer, Sainz, Antonelli, Hamilton, Ocon, Albon, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Gasly, and Tsunoda, who started from the pit lane, is already catching up to Colapinto. Right, everyone going a bit more single file. There's a couple of people battling side by side, and I think that's Hulkenberg trying to get an overtake done on Albon. Albon currently up 3 places at the moment. Colapinto, the biggest loser so far, down 4. Whew. Who's expecting Liv? I don't know how long Liv's out for. I think Liv's out for a little while longer. She could be a surprise for the Raw after SummerSlam. Maybe. Maybe. Let the story hit its next chapter, losing the titles, and then the next part of the story, just delay it for the Raw afterwards, or the Raw after SummerSlam, to get another continuation and to have a segment already booked. Piastri, oh, I just saw a load of smoke behind. No one losing position, so I think that's someone going a little bit wide. Leclerc still running it out at the moment. It's fastest lap of the race. Piastri, Russell, and Alonso do not have DRS, and Norris easily overtakes Fernando Alonso when he gets that DRS. And Norris even's going to get double doses of DRS. So from 1.4 seconds behind Russell at the end of that little short sprint. Didn't really gain too much from that one there. Let Kratos cook. I was surprised with the Sami Zayn Karrion Kross match. That surprised me, the result of that one. Or the result probably wouldn't have surprised me so much if something had happened afterwards. But they went with the babyface. Oh wow, Verstappen diving it in on Stroll there. Went with the whole babyface not about to do something evil, and they're just like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm kidding, I can't do it. My integrity's too high. But they've had surgery for dislocated shoulder in June. That puts the recovery time up to 5-6 months. Backed by Survivor Series. I don't know, maybe Rumble. But Survivor Series is doable, but that'd be a very quick recovery. Karrion Kross still doesn't have a contract extension. I don't think they're going to tell us if there's an extension. I reckon he's already got the contract extension. If they announce that there's a contract extension, then Karrion Kross is safe. Fans will think, okay, he's safe on the roster. If there's a chance that Karrion Kross isn't going to be on the roster anymore, what are fans more likely to cheer for? Fans are going to be more louder if there's uncertainty over how one of their favourites isn't guaranteed to still be with that company. They announce a contract extension, the hype on Karrion cools down. If you're unsure about it, like if Karrion Kross then ends up having one more match and I promise I will quit WWE or something like that, and there's been no announcement about a contract extension, then the support behind him is going to be through the roof, isn't it? Got to use reverse psychology on the fans. If they don't know if it's safe or not, then the push behind him from the fans will be greater. With a new merch line, someone without an extension doesn't get a new merch line. You know why I'm here? You're here to enjoy the stream, man. Obviously. So, Bortoletto has an incident for a false start moving before the signal. So that would probably explain why Bortoletto managed to gain a place and is up to 6th position at the moment. But the top 5, none of them have DRS at the moment. Bortoletto does. Bortoletto is going to be fighting against Fernando Alonso. Ooh, he was about to go for a late lunge there. Instead, he's going to have to aim for a late apex instead. Get a bit more speed through there and come through turn number 3. What's the other reason why I would be there? Possibly Persona. I'll be honest, I haven't really touched it. I was going to. I've not even been able to play Honkai. I've literally had no time at the moment. Gotta have Gills on the line next time for, what, the racing? No worries, Gemma. Thank you for 94 bumps. Really appreciate that. Queen is being added tomorrow. Yeah, I've not even had time to play Honkai at all, to be honest. This week is my last week of WWE Tops. After this week, I'm not playing that anymore. So if anyone has WWE Tops Slam, add me on it and take my duplicates away from me. Ones that you need. It's just watching Alonso overtaking Norris. And that's Hulkenberg now with an investigation. False start as well. That's both the kicks. Yeah. Just watching a free wide in front. Bit of a lift from the Williams. Man, I love watching the first lap on boards. Kick out here cheating like the casinos. Wow. Right, so the commentators reckon Hulkenberg has a case for jump starting, but Bortoletto, they're not sure. They'll be kicking themselves after that one. Wow, I'm going to quickly open the side. I'll be 2 seconds. That's our shit on SummerSlam yesterday, in a good way. I've covered my feet today, Kingdom. Are you a bit happier about that? The end. Just as a pre-warning, anyone who doesn't want SummerSlam spoilers, I cannot guarantee that you will avoid spoilers here. Can't guarantee that someone will just come in and say spoilers. Just as a, yeah. Ajier's hand is what? I missed it. Have a listen.
Mate, my hand is... I took all the gravel. Copy. The gravel, man.
Oh. That just sounded like his... Let's have a look. Is there anything on the AI just there? Oh, I can literally... Ajier. Isaac Ajier. We're happy to push forward. We've had nothing on the AI radio. Bortoletto reviewed, no further investigation for the false start, moving before the signal. So, Bortoletto's safe. Hulkenberg is under investigation. Hulkenberg could have a time penalty. Yeah, Hulkenberg's all the way to the back. Oh, hang on, Hulkenberg's all the way to the back. So when you turn the wheel, your hand is exposed at the top of the cockpit and the gravel can hit it. Doesn't actually just gravel, could also just batter your helmet. Yes. Yes, but a helmet provides a lot more protection than what the gloves will. I don't know if you ever noticed it inside a Formula 1 car, but where you got the top of your cockpit, you've also got these, like, some of them are jagged. You can kind of see it in the Red Bull there, very slightly, like there's a small plastic sort of screen. It's only about that high, but it's enough to get some of your a lot of your hand covered, especially that bit just there. I know it's not designed for that, but that does sort of cover your hand slightly. Oh, it's not. No idea why I wrote not. It's like a mini windshield, yeah. But obviously, I'm guessing some of it went upwards and caught his knuckle or something. But right, at the moment, Leclerc doing exactly what Leclerc should be doing. Hamilton's down 2 positions, by the way. But the top 4 are away at the moment, and we've got ourselves a bit of a Monaco situation at the moment. Alonso is holding everybody up. Right, it's shown Isaac Hager now. Oh, shit. He didn't just get 1 or 2 stones there, he got the whole bloody beach. What have you sent me? Is that the Oh yeah, and I saw the picture of Isaac Hager. Yeah, I've seen that picture. That's funny. I bet people in the crowd were looking at that guy just like, hey, wait a minute, I know him. But right, Russell getting caught up now. Norris set in the fastest lap of the race, is half a second behind Russell. Good spot, yep. 5-second time penalty for Hulkenberg for the false start. And that could either be taken at the end of the race or it'd be taken in the pit stop. At the moment, as things stand, Albon, biggest winner at the moment with 3 places gained, and the biggest loser still Colapinto with 4 lost. Right, the top 4 are all within 6 seconds of each other after 10 laps. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Piastri seems to be slowly gaining... Oh, I was about to say slowly gaining. Leclerc on the radio. Cuts. Right, Leclerc, they reckon might have a problem as we listen to Piastri on the radio.
Because some competitors are talking about a 1-stop. Do you think 1-stop may be possible?
I mean, the tyres feel okay for now. Man, it's difficult to know with this many laps to go.
Yeah, understand.
And Verstappen.
Struggle, Max. Let's get through these ASAP.
Norris being told to push against Russell. I suppose they're probably going to do this just to not complicate their pit stops. And also so Russell can't hold Norris up when it comes to the big train that's being held up by Alonso at the moment. Bortoleto just not able to get past Alonso at all at the moment. Right, Leclerc, Piastri, Russell and Norris. I feel Norris is going to have a pop at Russell here. It's currently what's on screen at the moment. Here we go. There's the McLaren. Oh no, a little bit of a shake from the McLaren on the way out. Any pass I've seen was Gasly past Colapinto. There was a lot of shuffling about on the start. Like lap 1, there's plenty of passing there. Alonso and Norris were having a really good battle into the first 3-4 corners. Yeah, it's Hungaroring's a weird track. Like, you should be able to pass at so many points of it, but people just cannot. However, there is a 20% chance of rain this race. If we get that rain at some point, then that will definitely make things very interesting. Yeah, I really rate this track driving. I was watching the Porsche race before this one. Actually, it was with the Sports Series this weekend. The Porsches. Just watching Hulkenberg start, and yeah. I did see Nico roll forward slightly, but I don't know how much that was. Did I show you the one fan after SummerSlam? The Tiffy one, or? Right, so Lando's still within a second of Russell at the moment. But yeah, no, Hungaroring is good. The Porsche race that was on before this one was pretty good as well, actually. As I was saying, everyone's singing Sesfin is flipping out because it. Oh, bless him. Right, let's have a quick look through. Massive welcome to everyone coming into the stream at the moment. I know what you're here for. Type in the command Discord if you're in Twitch, or anyone else can if you want. It's up to you. But also, if you're on the YouTube side, check the video description below. After this race, it's a summer break, isn't it? So another 3-week break of no F1. In that time, we are going to end up probably doing a dual stream with Miss Gemma Rambella for Nightclub Simulator, because why not? 10 hours ago, there was a 3.8 magnitude earthquake reported in the New York and New Jersey area. Yeah, man, pop was huge. Imagine. Yuki's Red Bull already going more sideways than forwards, I guess. Expecting his tyres are already baked. So Yuki found it so quick to catch up to Colapinto. But because it's a DRS train, he can't do anything. He can't do anything at all. Like, the next point is literally Behrman. Well, saying that though, Yuki has dropped behind Gasly a little bit more, so maybe you're right. Colapinto in the pits at the moment. I think historically Red Bull haven't done too well. It's the same with Singapore. Here in Singapore seems to be the two places that Red Bull Racing just aren't always guaranteed to be a good car. Yeah, but Yuki's only in 18th because Hulkenberg and Colapinto have both been in the pits. If I was Yuki, or if I was managing Yuki right now, engineer-wise, I'd be trying to maybe get the undercut in. They're already discussing with Piastri that it will be a one-stopper. I did put in the Discord, actually, under the big screen. I did put the tyre strategies in there. Feel free to check them out. James Colapinto pitted is catching Gasly. Yeah, 1.6 seconds. It looks like a few people are actually starting to spread out a little bit here. Like we had a massive DRS train, and Alonso's held up everybody enough that there we go. Ocon's in, Albon's in, and Tsunoda stays out. I wonder, because they know Tsunoda's got a quick car compared to who he's catching at the moment, they'll just let everybody else pit in front. Let's have a quick look at Hulkenberg's lap, and Hulkenberg is lapping a lot quicker than Yuki. I'd get Yuki in now. I'd get him in now. Just having a quick look. So Colapinto is going to be the first car we're going to be checking a lap time for. If we change over to this screen here, we can just see a couple of segments. If we have a look at Colapinto down the bottom here. So Colapinto last lap actually set a personal best in the middle and the last sector just there. So expect Colapinto. I expected that to be a green, but look, purple. Yeah, anyone who's in that middle bit there, you're going to see a lot of people pitting this lap, I think. Let's have a look. Science, I think, is in the pits. There we go, that's Science. And I think that might be Yuki as well. No, that's not Yuki. Yeah, there we go. Albon, Ocon, Colapinto. Colapinto's just set the quickest middle sector of the whole race so far. So, yeah. He'd be behind Colapinto again. True, but the longer he leaves it, it's not just Colapinto. It's not just going to be Colapinto he'll be behind. If people in front of him start pitting. There you go. Colapinto has just set his personal quickest, and Colapinto is the fastest person on the track. Lando reckons he's losing a lot of pace in the last 3 corners. Only better to one stop and run as long as he can. Right then, so Norris is still within the DRS of Russell at the moment, just can't do anything with it. Leclerc and Piastri are keeping the same gap between each other, 2.5 seconds, whilst Russell and Norris are slowly fading away behind. Last lap it was actually the opposite way around, where Russell and Norris were quicker, but they're slowly dropping back. What was only 5 seconds between the top 4 after 10 laps, we're coming up to lap 17, and it's already 7 seconds now between Leclerc and Norris. Oh, guys, get your pokey catches in. Right, Alonso with a personal best, Bortoletto with a personal best. A lot of people starting on the mediums today, but the highest of the hard runners so far who are still out, Hamilton 13th and Gasly in 14th. Hamilton keeping behind Antonelli at the moment, chasing down Hagier and Behrman for that final championship point. We are also live on YouTube today for the race, so if you haven't already, there we go. We've got Ferrari out on the pits. Verstappen in first. So Verstappen trying an undercut then. So watch everybody who is around Verstappen, the likes of Alonso, Bortoletto, Stroll. Perhaps they'll all start getting some pit stops in as well. Verstappen with a 2.3 stop, good stop. And he'll come out behind Tsunoda and Hülkenberg. Hey, me and Arian caught it. Excuse me. There we go. Sainz, Albon, Ocon, Colapinto all in the 121s now. Oh, it's on the radio. Yeah, Norris. Oh, there we go. McLaren coming out possibly more slightly for Norris. Oh, it's Piastri. So Piastri, they probably asked Piastri the same thing, and Piastri's like, "No, I want to take first pit stop." Which, as we now know with McLaren, whoever's the lead driver out of the McLarens in the race gets first priority on pit stops. So Norris will be in next lap. So Piastri was 2.5 seconds behind Leclerc. Are we ready for Leclerc's pit stop? See how close Piastri is to Leclerc then? I think Leclerc's coming in this lap, Norris will come in this lap, and very likely Russell will as well. Verstappen sets the quickest second sector of the entire race. On board with Norris at the moment, chasing down George Russell. Hey Gareth, good to see you, man. How are we today? Right, Ferrari apparently coming out for the pit. Yep, Leclerc's been told to box. So remember, Piastri was 2.5 seconds. Ferrari need a big pit stop here. I think Russell... yep, Russell's in. No, Russell's not in. Oh, lock up from Charles before getting into the pits. And Norris... Oh, Russell's in, but Norris isn't. Oh, okay. Interesting. Leclerc with a 2-second stop. That's a fantastic stop. Piastri was 2.5 seconds. Piastri's going down the pit straight now. Leclerc coming out the pits. It was 2.5 seconds. And to be honest, I think that was a... That could be... Oscar only gains 2 tenths, but that is a free 2 tenths. No, it's more than that actually. It's now only 1.3 seconds. Oscar gained a second on Leclerc from that pit stop. Right. Good news. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm actually feeling pretty... I've only had about 4 hours sleep, but I'm feeling okay, thanks, man. There we go. So they reckon Piastri's still... Yeah, Piastri's within a second, so that early stop has definitely helped. So a lot of people still haven't pit yet. About F1, how much spread do you think it is region-wise? Do you want me to go by continents? I'm presuming you mean continents, but... There we go, that lockup just there. So if we go by continents, I think obviously Europe would be the biggest, and it won't even be close. It'll be Europe. That'll be the biggest fans. Probably before 4 years ago, I would have said Asia. Asia would have been second. But whether you like it or not, North America has massively caught up, mainly because of the Netflix Drive to Survive, but because there's just so many like more races over there now. So I'll probably say Asia and North America will probably be tied at the moment, because there's a lot of diehard fans, especially if you go like China, Singapore, Malaysia. There's a massive following there. In like the 50s and 60s, to learn from the exhibition I went to. Yeah, there was a lot of American drivers in F1 when it first ever started. Mario Andretti, 3-time champion. No, Mario, 2-time F1 champion, I think. Wow, really easy pass for Anthony just there. After Asia and North America, I'm putting down as a draw in 2. I'll probably say South America. Then I'm counting Australia and Oceania as its own. Well, it's a continent, isn't it? So Oceania as its own one after South America, and then obviously Africa. So there should definitely be an F1 race back in Africa somewhere. I think can't pronounce the track, but it begins with a K. In South Africa was the last time I think they were in there. I think there was apparently supposed to be like... Why have I got a feeling that like Nigeria or Ghana was looking at getting a track or something? Kilami, that's the one, yes. I always, before I look at pronouncing it, I always think calamari. It's just like, don't say that. Please don't say that. Hey, D-Grave man, how are we doing? Speaking of South Africa, how are we doing, man? Kyalami. Oh, and one of the kicks just cuts across the chicane there, but doesn't gain anything off Verstappen there. You think it's in the top 5 sports? Worldwide? That's a hard one because there's a lot of American sports which obviously just played in America. Oh no, we're talking worldwide, aren't we? Obviously, biggest sport in the world, football. Alright, soccer, without a doubt. I don't think that's even contested. Then after that, what would you say? I'd probably say, what would you say would be the biggest sport in the world after football? Cricket. See, I think cricket would be up there, but I also think that maybe tennis would be up there. See, cricket. See, cricket is massive in countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, UK, South Africa as well, New Zealand, you got all those. West Indies, obviously, as well. Polo, maybe in the 1700s. Doing good, and you? Yeah, I'm great, man. It's Sunday, we're all chilled out. Unfortunately, it's Monday tomorrow, but... Cricket is 2. Definitely football first. You know what? I think, yeah, just because of the population of the countries that are good at the sport. Yeah, we'll put cricket second. Third, I'd put probably tennis. Rugby, I don't think rugby is really as popular as we think it is. Us rugby playing countries. You see nicely, I was thinking Olympic / track and field. Oh, and a pass around the outside from Verstappen on Gasly. Then basketball. Basketball is hugely popular in China. Eastern Europe as well. Basketball is really like popular, like likes of Lithuania, Estonia. You got basketball, you got handball over there as well. Obviously, handball's not massively popular, but you know, sorts of ones. Latvia is part of NBA history. Yeah, Latvia's another big basketball nation. See, if you say badminton, though, you got to say table tennis as well. God, so where would you like put F? Oh, Jesus! Russell getting really close to Alonso just there. At the moment, Russell is 17 seconds behind Norris. Norris must be going for the one stop. Who the fuck is Tingus being? I've never heard of the fucking Latvia. Hockey. Ice hockey is surprisingly very big in Europe as well. Obviously the usual suspects, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Denmark. Are you pedantic and say cycling or running? I think if we counted track and field, including running and Olympics as its own thing, as well as all the indoor championships as well. I don't know, that's... Ooh, it's showing how close the Mercedes was to the Aston. Very close. No touches that I could see. Russell gets past Alonso again. There we go. Right, so you're putting basketball as 3. You know what? I hope no one's looking at Google for this, but I'm actually going to Google. I'm going to Google it. And I bet there's a shocker in there somewhere. Not that sort. Thank you to those who are on the YouTube side as well at the moment. Basketball is not free. Okay, so here's what they say. Oh, okay. How they do this. We're playing basketball at school, cricket with your colleagues, sports are synonymous throughout life. Who is they? Just going into it. So I'm on worldatlas.com. I'm just trying to see where they're getting this data from. So it says most popular sports ranked by total fans, and I don't know what they mean by that. If I click that link, would it tell me how they do it? It's not telling me how it's recording this, but this is what they say anyway. Yeah, no sources are cited at all. Just having a quick scroll down, see if there's anything at the bottom. No, there's no sources. Right field and ice hockey, which is questionable. Yeah, they do, don't they? See if I can find another site. World's most watched sports? It uses the same bloody fit. Okay. It actually says field hockey on that one. But it doesn't say where it's getting this from. Yeah, it's easy to search by worldwide viewership rather than voted. I feel with worldwide with viewership, that could just all depend on, like, that would be a massive advantage to the American sports that have the Super Bowls and the World Series. I feel with that one. But so you'd have this: the three most watched sports in the world are soccer, cricket, and field hockey. The field hockey one confuses me. I don't understand where field hockey is so popular. Gav thinks the same, and Arian as well. But I'm just having a look, so... Yeah, it's a weird one. Tennis is number 4, just in case you're wondering. But then again, I don't live in Australia, and I don't live in the Netherlands or India and Pakistan, where it's saying India and Pakistan dominated it. Popular, sure. It's, yeah, there we go. India's national sports. You ever heard anyone say, let's go to the pub to watch the field hockey? Only if it's Olympics. Never seen it on TV outside of the Olympics. I've played field hockey before. It's exhausting. Ooh, and Ferrari going in for an interesting move there. And, oh, the kick. And Alpine fighting with each other. Ooh, and the Red Bull just there. That's Verstappen fighting against Hamilton. F1's not even on this list. Surprisingly, because they probably don't count it as a sport. There's always that as well. So it's July the 17th I'm looking at for my sources on there. Tennis I've seen a lot of on TV. Yes, same. If not sport, then what would you call it? Motorsport. If you think about it, there's no such thing as motorsport. in the Olympics or anything like that. Sport is such a large umbrella, like music or film, television. Now, I keep clicking through more of these. I just want to find a source. It's literally in the name. You aren't thinking about it how I'm thinking about it. That's all it is. See, now on this one, on this site, it's saying basketball's third, but this is, no matter what, it's football first and cricket in second. That is on every single list I'm looking at the moment. Open what I sent you in Discord. Please. Chess would be right up there in popularity. Ah, that one has sources. Okay. TV viewership. It's talking about World Cup had 5 billion views. The ICC Cricket World Cup finals had up to 2.6 billion views. Hundreds of millions globally for the NBA finals. Okay, so ChatGPT putting everything together, and what it uses is key metrics used in ranking sports popularity is the global fan base size, which is measured, estimates how many people worldwide identify as fans of the sport, often gathered through market research firms like Statista, Nielsen, and regional polling data. TV viewership, broadcast reach, which was another one that we said. So, number of people who watch specific tournaments or seasonal matches, like World Cup, 5 million viewers, and that's a FIFA report, which, don't know how much I trust the FIFA report, but ICC Cricket World Cup finals, all that stuff. Social media and online presence is put into it as well. So that's like people following the football teams, individual athletes. Verstappen and Hamilton. Something happened between Hamilton and Verstappen at turn 4. It's what I think it is. I don't remember seeing anything for it. So global reach, number of participating countries. So obviously FIFA's going to have pretty much every single country in the world doing it. Whereas cricket, you're not going to see like a Norwegian national cricket team. Yeah, that's it. What data it used to compile the top 3 list. Revenue generation, commercial value. So, like example, the NFL is the richest league per game, but football, soccer as a sport generates more total global revenue. The IPL is one of the most valuable cricket leagues, and the NBA being the highest earning basketball league. Then participation rates, number of amateur players globally, so grassroots, from school level to adult recreation leagues, and which obviously football's probably going to be one of the most played ones, but in other parts of the world, cricket will probably have some sort of one in that one. And the sources is Sports Dunia, most popular sports in the world, Poll PE blog, Spond.com, Dunkist.com, and TradeBrains.in. All of them asking world's most popular sports and top 10 most popular sports in the world. And then it's telling me that each of those outlets use data from different polls, reports, Google Trends, Statista, and stuff like that. And in the end, that only gave me 3. Give me a top 20. There we go. So, what we were saying about motorsports earlier. this has put motorsports, or this has put F1 as just motorsports in general. So it'd be the same as MLS, La Liga, Premier League, US divisions and stuff like that with relegation, puts it all as football. Top 20, because I didn't think motorsport was going to even be in the top 10. So I just did that just so I could see where motorsport went. Yeah, no, I honestly didn't have that much faith in motorsport. And based on when Kingdom put in, or asked it what sort of statistics it was going to use, one of them was participation. How easy do you think it is to actually get into motor racing? So the top 10. 10th, golf, with 450 million fans. Rugby, that is rugby union and rugby league all together. Oh, a bit good to see you. Rugby union league is number 9 with 475 mil. It even says strong in UK, South Africa, Oceania. Baseball is number 8 worldwide. Number 7, table tennis, ping pong. Number 6 is volleyball with 900 million fans. Number 5 is tennis with 1 billion fans. Now this one, we touched on this earlier. Yeah, baseball is literally what? Japan and America, right? In fact, powerful presence in US, Japan and Latin America. There we go. So it's put them both together. Hockey, field and ice are both together and they make number 4. Baseball mainly American, Japan, yeah. So hockey has put field and ice together, which I think's wrong. Shouldn't do that. But it's 2 billion fans compared to tennis below it, which is 1 billion. So that means either field or ice hockey is going to be more popular than tennis. So we'll just base it on that. So I'm going to say ice hockey is probably more popular than field hockey, but maybe that's just me. Hey Sean, how we doing, man? Is it showing your thing underneath? Oh wait, is it showing YouTube underneath me now? I fixed it. It's showing YouTube underneath me. Ask it to separate them then. I might do. I'm not that pressed about it. Number 3, basketball. Number 2, cricket. And number 1, football. In the top 20, so motorsport's not even in the top 10. So from 11th to 20th, where do you lot think that motorsports is? And motorsport, it says here, is F1, NASCAR, MotoGP. Oh, is this affects LeBron's legacy? Oh, Verstappen and Hamilton under investigation. I need to keep a watch on this replay. TJ reckons 20th, Arian reckons 12th, Magnet thinks 18th. Verstappen when facing the traffic earlier. Okay.
Now, can we just already stop about this? Because we had so many questions about this. It's just ridiculous, honestly. Honestly, the whole Thursday, we've been answering this all the time. So can we just stop about it, please?
Formula 1 alone is probably 10th or 11th. Motorsport as a whole may be 1 or 2 places higher. It's not in the top 10. Not even in the top 10. Motorsport here, huge global TV audiences and fan interest, but participation is quite low. 17th. And that's lumping F1, NASCAR, MotoGP. It's got more than amateur wrestling, Greco-Roman, Olympic and pro-professional wrestling. It's not involving WWE and that sort of stuff. It's 18th behind it. Swimming is 19th and esports is apparently 20th. But in front of motorsport, so 16th is cycling, 15th is badminton, MMA is 14th, which it surprises me that MMA is above badminton, but maybe that's just me. Boxing is 13th. Athletics, track and field, which we touched upon earlier, which I thought would have been a top 10, but athletics, track and field is 12th. And 11th is American football. But that's good though, Arian, because we actually managed to stretch it out to 25-30 minutes to answer your one question. Yeah, American football, it's in the name. Cool, thanks for that, Kingdom, though. That's, even if it's still patchy in places on there, it's probably the best we're going to get, really, isn't it? Even Europeans I know will watch the Super Bowl, yeah, but they won't watch any other game, will they? You think MMA should definitely be higher than boxing? I disagree. I completely disagree with that one. I think boxing is definitely more popular globally than MMA. F1 popularity here is not much in numbers. Motorsports is quite niche. It is quite niche. The thing that affected it in that list, I think mainly was not revenue, because it makes a lot via revenue. It's watched globally, but it's the participation. How difficult it is to get into motorsports, and a lot of the time it's not based on talent. Leclerc doing an excellent job. He really is. He's still keeping 1.7 seconds in front of Piastri. He surprised everybody in qualifying yesterday. Norris, though, Norris has just set the quickest lap of the race. Excuse me. In my 20 plus years, I've only ever had one friend crazy about F1. And just thinking, in the last 20 years, there's been an Indian F1 team, and then that still wasn't enough to get like drum up interest. TJ, how are we doing today, man? If every school had a racing team from little leagues to college, it would probably be a top 5 sport, to be honest. That's NASCAR's biggest uphill. It's an expensive thing to try and get into. To get into it, a lot of the time, most of the time, you've got to have a good amount of cash behind you to do it. Dollars and insurance won't let it happen. Absolutely. Right, at the moment, Leclerc, Piastri, Russell, Norris, and then he said Norwich. Norris, Alonso, Bortoleto, Lawson, Verstappen and Hamilton. Alonso, Bortoleto and Lawson are still out on their mediums. Hamilton's still out on his hards after 38 laps. Alonso's in the pits. Two decent Indian drivers and an Indian F1 team, and that didn't move the needle much, because unless Mummy and Daddy have serious bank, you might get to go to a kart rental once or twice a year. This will probably surprise you, but I have never ridden a go-kart in my life. Random ass friend request set. Ignore that. So what has Max done now? As I see a yellow next to him. Him and Hamilton apparently had a bit of a tiff at turn 4, but we're not sure. Oh. Leclerc, Ferrari making their pit stop. Both the McLarens pretending that they're going to pit and they don't. Yeah, Hulk jumped the start and has a 5-second time penalty. Piastri on the radio. Okay, Piastri being told to push whilst he has 6 seconds of clear air in front of him. Gaz, you can see on the track map that orange Piastri towards the bottom right-hand corner. So yeah, so Verstappen has... It's under investigation at the moment, it's showing here. Oh, as soon as I say that, it'll be investigated after the race between Verstappen and Hamilton. But I've not seen anything on here at all concerning any radios for either driver. How are we today, Dan? You good? Cricket is king there, the greatest dumb sport in the world. I know because I played first grade cricket back in Oz. Baked myself every weekend during the summer. Yeah, insurance is a big one. Okay, so Piastri, Russell, Norris is your podium at the moment. Leclerc has pit 2 laps ago. Looks like it's going to be a 2-stopper race all round, although Hamilton is definitely going to be going for a 1-stopper. I'm surprised he hasn't pit yet. Verstappen radio at the moment, sorry, 2 seconds. Okay, so they're considering having Max stay out until the rest of the race. Interesting one. Gonna drop far down the order when he pits. Yes. Yeah, when Hamilton pits, he'll be on about 78 seconds. So when Hamilton pits, he'll get lapped. At the moment, Norris battling along with Russell here. Russell saying he's happy to extend his run. Looks like Russell will be doing a 2-stopper. Back to my skin colour too, representing my state for it. I'm good. Happy the correct women's tag team won last night, and I was shocked with the dupe at the end. Yeah, I was saying earlier when Arian asked me what my favourite match of the night was, which, by the way, for everyone else who watched SummerSlam Night 1, what was your favourite match of the night? Anyone who hasn't watched it yet, I cannot guarantee that you can avoid spoilers in this channel. Just saying. But I was saying, apart from obviously main event, Punk Gunther, I thought it was a bit weird halfway through, so it felt a bit off about it. It's still a good match, but I also liked how good the women's tag match was. That was better than I thought it would be. I don't agree with you with who won on there. I'm not a massive fan of 2 big single stars holding on to those tag team championships because the rivalry between them is bigger than the championship. But that's just me, you know. I still think it was a really good, solid match. And yeah, interested to see what happens from now with it. It's so hot with Punk targeting the arm, then he just stopped. Yeah, his left arm seemed to be the focus of the ref, and Gunther wasn't doing anything. He was just sat there watching, which made me think that they were calling an audible on anything, but they got it done in the end, so. Big single stars, Alexa Bliss is a 4 times tag team champion. Isn't Cena as well? Bliss is a big single star. Punk sold this as he said, and he forgot what he was supposed to do. Fucking hell. Right, there we go. Just double checking. Yeah, Alexa Bliss definitely has won world titles. Okay, I was doubting myself there for a second on that one. I consider Alexa Bliss a single star, but that's just me, right? In fact, how many tag team championships has Cena won? Yeah, wow, I can't believe I got that right. Cena's had 4 tag team championship reigns, all with different partners. Do you not remember when John Cena won the tag team championships with David Otunga? He is a tag team champion with David Otunga, which before someone says it, because I know Gav's going to say it. Yeah, I knew Gav was going to say that. Best feud in history. It's all about the power. For a week, but it's still a champion, right? Why did you remind me of that shit? Hey, Benjamin, good to see you, man. Oh, man. Benji, good to see you, man. How are we today? Currently at lap 46 of 70, 25 left. There we go. So that's actually Charlotte Flair's first... Was that her first women's tag team championship? I thought when she made her debut with Banks and Becky, she won it then. Or did she beat Bella for the Divas title or something? I can't remember off the top of my head on that one. Before I find it, one of you will probably end up answering that one for me. She had it with Asuka. This hasn't been the weekend that Lewis wanted. Lewis has been shocking this weekend. Finally does his pit stop, comes out in 16th place. First one was Asuka. Yeah, 2 of you same with Asuka. Yeah, you're both absolutely right. Once with Bliss, once with Asuka. NXT Women's Championship 2 times. 6 times Raw Women's. 7 times SmackDown Women's. Divas once. She's the 4th Women's Grand Slam champion. Oh, so there's there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Without cheating, there are 7 women in WWE and no longer in WWE who have won the Grand Slam. So that's the Raw Women's World Championship, the SmackDown Women's World Championship, NXT, and Tag Team. Charlotte's the only one who's done it twice, but name the other 6. Becky Hogan. Right, so Io, Becky, Bailey, Charlotte, Sasha. Becky, don't know the other. Yep, you got one more left. There's one more that you lot are missing out on. I might have to double check that one actually for the last one. Naomi's not. Naomi didn't win the NXT Championship. Yeah, no, Alexa's not the other one either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check one of these because... I was gonna say Roxy, but she hasn't won a big gold yet. Not Naya, not Mela, not Carmella. No. A lot of you really like complaining about her at the moment. Unfairly. And because I've said unfairly, it's going to make you lot froth at the mouth and the gash a little bit. Because you'll be bursting out the seams to tell me I'm wrong. Who do you love? Who do some of you absolutely love complaining about? Sasha, someone's already said Sasha. Now when is Verstappen going to come in for another stop? Verstappen was told on the radio he might long it out. I'm really shocked that none of you have got it. I don't know if Bianca's ever won the NXT Championship, to be honest. I'm shocked. There we go. Kingdom's got it. I'm just going to double check the Rhea one though, because the SmackDown one doesn't ring a bell. I'm just going to double check to see if it was just called something else. Yeah, I'm just double checking it. So she's had the Raw Women's, then she's had the Women's World Championship. But it's not saying anything about the SmackDown one. When it says Women's World Championship, it's showing the one that's defended on Raw. So... But she's recognised as being the quickest one to get the Grand Slam. She obviously won the Tag Team Championships with Nikki. One-time NXT Women's World Champion. Yeah, so, Raw Women's Championship, and then the Women's World Championship. But it's showing the Raw Women's Champ... Yeah, no, I don't know. She won the SmackDown one and was awarded the Women's World... Oh, is that? Okay. Won the SmackDown title from Charlotte at Mania 39, there we go. But, say it was then called the World Championship and then put over to Raw, there we go. There we go. Verstappen just pitted. Right, Norris is... So 20 laps left. Norris is 9 seconds in front of Leclerc. He's being told that he'll probably need to... Oh, Jesus, that pass from Piastri. Piastri is now chasing down Norris again, just like Silverstone a couple of weeks ago. So she won at that, but for a fact, Jay, even I had forgotten about it. So I used to see her with the world title. Yeah. I'm surprised it's saying she's only won the Women's Tag Team Championship once. I could have sworn she must have won it once with Liv, but I'm obviously wrong. Yeah, Piastri is now 8.5 seconds behind Norris. His last lap was 3 tenths quicker than Norris, which won't be enough to get him to catch up in 20 laps. However, I feel this lap is going to be an absolute rocket. Nikki Ash, A-S-H? A superhero or something? Because at the time, Raw Women's title was on SmackDown, and the SmackDown Women's title was on Raw. Instead of doing the awful title exchange they did with Becky and Charlotte, I remember that. That was so awkward. They decided to rename them to be the Women's World, and right, okay, thank you for the explanation on that one. Almost a superhero. Did Nikki turn her as well? Yeah, because then she started wearing black attire afterwards. No, they never won it with Liv. That was when Sasha and Naomi won the tag titles. Within a month of that, Rhea joined Judgment Day and ended Liv with brutality. Best move Rhea's ever made. From a creative standpoint, joining Judgment Day. Jay, yes, Arian. Yeah, Bearman's out retired. I need to introduce you and Lesby to a channel I found on YouTube months ago. I've learned so many things from it. Do you remember Natalya winning the SmackDown title? Yes. Yes, I do. It was... I think she won it after Becky and Alexa had their reigns as SmackDown Women's Champion. Yeah, Bearman had a really good start of the season, and he seems to be going up the standings every couple of races and then just falling back down again. Current push is annoying to me, as I just want to see others go for the title. I hope Rhea takes the pin tonight. Yeah, I don't think Ripley's taking the she's not winning that. Who she defeated then? I want to say Carmella. Yeah, I actually shared... Oh no, Leclerc. Wow, Leclerc has just gone in on a... It's just gone in on the Ferrari strategy there. Can I get a clip of that? Let's just quickly do Bearman's radio. No.
This car is broken.
Was it either of the other two I mentioned? Alexa or Becky?
Rear damage. You have 1% more air balance.
Don't even think a person I can think of if it's none of those three. Can I even think of it being Naomi? Haas has been just inconsistent in general. Yeah, Ocon's floundering around in 13th at the moment. There's a lot of people who are on a one-stopper, by the way. We might see a late flurry. Just having a look at the gap between some people here. The only person I can see potentially pit it. No, because Russell's already pitted. Russell 3.6 seconds away from Leclerc and catching by about over half a second a lap. Piastri is catching Norris by half a second a lap as well. I think Piastri's winning this. So, SmackDown champion history is as follows. Becky, then Bliss, then Naomi. And Naomi gave back the title. Naomi gave back the title. Oh, as in to Bliss. Okay, gave back the title. Then Bliss won the title. Then Naomi won it. So it was Naomi. Then Natalya, then Charlotte, just before Survivor Series, then Mella won it. Okay. And the Mella one was a cash-in, wasn't it? Verstappen now on the back of Lawson. Norris. So, Norris was just told by his engineer, if there's a safety car, they'd bring him in for a hard tyre. And Norris has just said straight away, soft. With 16 laps left, that could get interesting. Lando wants it so... Mella was a cash-in, SmackDown after Mania. Naomi was injured. Oh, okay. I'm not shocked he is unhappy with Ferrari. I mean, yeah, and Lewis is just downright depressed over it. So Lewis is catching up to Hajer, who is nearly on the back of Antonelli. So there is a chance for Hamilton to get a top 10 here. So currently the biggest winners on the grid is Antonelli up 5 places, currently in the points position 10th place. But also Albon, who started last, or second to last because Tsunoda started from the pit lane, up 4 places to 15th. Biggest loser, apart from Bearman getting a retirement, is Colapinto, who has been kind of on the back foot from lap 1 onwards. To be fair, both drivers go in on the Ferrari wall every race. Yeah, you're right. What could cost Piastri here is traffic. Not anymore. It's 5.5 seconds at the moment. Like, Norris is still like making sure it's no more than half a second, which is good for him. But after a beatdown from Dari and Damo's favourite girl duo, that James Ellsworth was there too during her reign, yes. Which meant that would have been around the time it was Jericho and KO and the Festival of Friendship, right? We got the line from Bliss was, has the glow worm got a boo-boo? Red Vasseur needs to get better strap people in. Bigger lose this weekend, I think Williams. It's been Williams the last couple of weekends, to be honest. They've just... I expect them to do better at Spa, because their car is suited for tracks like Spa. They probably won't get another chance at decent points until Monza. 2017, Red Bull also horrendous. Red Bull historically aren't always the best here. They'll have some race wins every now and then, but here in Singapore, it's just something about these two tracks where the Red Bull doesn't always do what the drivers want it to do. Aston Martin, yeah, Aston Martin, 5th and 7th at the moment. Bortoletto up a place to 6th place. That would be Bortoletto's best finish this season, right? The Miller cash-in was the SmackDown after Mania. Yeah, I was on about his Jericho and Owen stuff, yeah. When it was Survivor Series and Jericho's talking, he goes, "What the hell is that? Someone's kid?" The chinless wonder. No chin music is diabolical. Oh my days. So after we've finished the racing today, we are going to be switching over to Clair Obscur. Every single stream of Clair Obscur I've actually saved on my channel. The clips or highlights are no more than 3 hours each, so if you ever have nothing to do for a couple of hours and just want something in the background, I literally, if you go onto my channel, go to videos and go to like playlists, there's a Clair Obscur one on there. If you like your RPGs, similar to like Final Fantasy games, yeah, it's French, but we overlook that bit. It's a fantastic story and a fantastic game. I think some of you will like just having that in the background, so it's there. Everything is backstage stuff with Mike. And the AJ Styles stuff. When AJ Styles and Ambrose were feuding. Colin Denny has been on interviewed recently about his time in WWE. No, I haven't. Who's Colin Delaney? Is that Ellsworth or... I'm trying to think who Colin Delaney is. I don't think of that being Big Cass, but I don't think it is. Google him, you might recognise him. Oh, whoops. Three and a half seconds, Piastri and Norris. No, I don't. I don't recognise him at all. When it says WWE on its ECW brand, I wasn't really watching at that point, so... So troubles for Leclerc. Yeah, Leclerc's all... Yeah, Russell's going to end up passing Leclerc, and Leclerc's going to be even more annoyed with Ferrari. Leclerc, though, does have a long contract with Ferrari, so he's technically stuck with Ferrari for the next 2 or 3 years unless he buys out his own contract. As things stand at the moment, points-wise, Piastri will still be in the lead in the championship, but it will be by 9 points. The gap between Verstappen and Norris will be extended to 80... Oh, hang on. Will be extended to 88? Yes, 88. Basic maths was not always my strong point. Russell will be a lot closer to Verstappen after that one, with 18 points between them. I also only know him from the Bludgeon Brothers match. Okay. God, can you imagine if both McLarens take each other out and somehow Russell isn't able to pass Leclerc and Leclerc gets the win? Right, and Zach Brown, the McLaren team, but oh, that corner from Leclerc was horrendous.
No, can we just already stop about this? Because we had so many questions about this. It's just.
Except for right now, seeing Lawson staying in front of him.
Honestly, the whole Thursday.
Yeah, Verstappen's had a horrible match.
So can we just stop?
Horrible race. This? So I reckon in 5 laps time it's Norris versus Piastri, and let's be honest, don't think Norris has really got much hope here. Telling a story about how he did an autograph signing and he was sharing a table with Dusty Rhodes. Dusty was convinced he was someone else and was telling absolutely everyone all day. Remember my match with Colin Delaney? Colin kept telling him it never happened. And by the end of the day, Dusty finally remembered it was Zach Gowan he meant, and not Colin. Dusty had mistaken him for a one-legged wrestler. The American dream, baby. Oh, and a bit of a lunge there from George. Yeah, oh, he nearly had him there. I need the people who are annoyed with Cargill losing to be quiet, as not gonna lie, Cargill matches around 10 minutes long and she's still green. They're pushing Tiffia, she's the next star to take over when Alexa Bliss and the other vets are finally retire. I don't know anyone who's angry or unhappy about Jade losing. I've not heard a single person. And I've not looked at social media either, because social media is just full of people who don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure, though, someone told me that Cargill is rumoured to be due for some sort of like rehab or surgery or like recovery time. Almost crashed into the back of him. Yeah. I don't listen to anyone's opinion. If you have an opinion and it's on X... Oh! And Leclerc and Russell nearly colliding there. Wow, that was close. Like, as soon as it's an opinion on X, it's invalid. Finally fighting here, and Russell gets the move done, and Leclerc can't do anything about it. That was a very bold send. Leclerc just has to try and keep up with Russell, but to be honest, Russell's been getting closer and closer and closer. Going to be taking time off for surgery. Confirmed. My Twitter's alright. Like, all I get for Twitter now is just the official wrestling and football accounts, which is good for me, you know. And obviously people I follow on Twitch, I get all their stuff. Just keep on saying I want to see less of this on everything else. Yeah, that was... Yeah, back and forth there. That was a bit close between Leclerc and Russell, but they're both still racing, so... Needs surgery on his nose. Ah, okay. Except when you say carrot cake is king, because that is 1000% valid. You know it, Orbit. You know it. I never knew you had Insta2. I have everything. I'm literally on everything. I just don't use it all a lot, to be honest. Close but fair. Leclerc moved into braking. They'd already braked and he swerved across. Only for... Cargo is green, yes, but considering how long she's been wrestling, she's good and improving. Plus, I'm all for a woman with that physique. They need to be more like her on TV screens. Incredible physique. Incredible. I'm surprised they've not kept her in the tag division for a little bit longer. I think that really helps somebody out being in those. Knowing that there's potentially surgery on the horizon, not every single match has to have a heel versus a face or some sort of screwy finish. Sometimes it just needs to be a match. That's all it needs to be. As soon as you start taking people's opinions on X valid, especially when they're pretending to act dumb or saying stupid shit for the sake of saying stupid shit, they've got a check mark and you know that they're trying to get that ad money in, you've just got to learn to not spread their propaganda bullshit and just fuck them off. Mute them. Belair to cost Cargo and turn heel and join Naomi. I'll be honest, before the match started, I thought Jade was winning. And they were going to go along with the whole champion versus champion at SummerSlam and finally have, like, Naomi versus Jade, world champions against each other or something. Not for any titles, just to, you know, when they used to do, like, SmackDown versus Raw with the scores and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of instances at the moment. Hulkenberg has... both penalty for the false start and yeah, he's got that twice just there. Hamilton and Verstappen's going to be investigated after the race. Tsunoda has a turn 1 incident with no further action, and Bortoletto no further action for the false start. Leave my X badge alone, Jay. It's a shame as my cool Twitch badge, but it's endless entertainment. I didn't see Cargill winning that match. Sean texted me out to SummerSlam last night and we were on about dirt sheets and stuff. I told him I enjoyed SummerSlam so much more because I read nothing at all yesterday. You could just take the show at face value of entertainment. And that's how it should be, in my opinion. That's why when you were saying about Jade apparently needing surgery when we were watching the end of that match, I was like, oh really? Oh, okay then. I didn't know that. But I saw a couple of posts and we were obviously discussing how weird the reporting on Seth's injury was, but at the same time it was still a really nice surprise that that what happened at the end of the pay-per-view day 1 actually happened, because we didn't look too deeply into it. Like, as soon as you get consumed by those dirt sheets, you're no longer enjoying the pay-per-views as a fan of the product. You're just watching it to see how accurate the dirt sheets are and to say to people, I told you so. I did to begin with, and then there's just like things weren't quite right. Like, so my prediction for that briefcase, Dan, was I was asking Kingdom and a couple of others, just like, how valid is the suitcase that it doesn't actually have to be the person that wins the match to cash it in. Like, it's whoever has the briefcase. And I can't remember what answer we came to at the end of that one. But my honest thought was that either Braun or Bronson, either of those two were going to cash in instead. But I was wrong, and what happened happened. Ruse is at its most dumbest these days. These random Instagram accounts will make any outrageous claims. Yep. Right, 3 laps left. It is Piastri versus Norris. 0.6 seconds. Breaker takes the case and cashes in. I had that idea in my head as well. Yeah. I like whether one of them turns rogue or Seth was going to be out for a lot longer than expected. So give the world championship to either one of those two for the first time. or even have one of them cash it in and lose, which allows when Seth to come back, banish the one that lost, and then it leads to a rivalry between them for Rumble, Mania, whatever you want to do for it, and would help with a face turn. Hope that there's no crash. The Seant, anything can happen, but Norris ahead by 0.6. Norris 36 laps on his hard tyres. Piastri with only 21. We have 3 laps left after we pass the line in 1 corner time. One thing that made me think Seth wasn't injured was in the past, if the wrestler was injured, they had a match to transfer the case to somebody else, like Kennedy to Edge. That didn't happen this time and made me think the injury was fake. Ooh, Piastri nearly went in for a big dive just there. And you know what? If Lando had shut the door and they both would have got taken out there, all Piastri's fault there. Or Seth come back after the cash in and then Seth says he didn't cash the case in and gets the case back. Gasly with a 10-second penalty for causing a collision. Didn't they give Otis Money back to Miz with him losing? Yeah, Miz challenged him for the case and beat him. And then he cashed it in on... Did he cash it in on Bobby Lashley? Yes, it was. Drew? I thought it was on Bobby. Or did Big E cash it in on Bobby? Oh, am I getting this mixed up? Cashed it in on Drew, then had a match with Bobby, and then Bobby won it. And then Bobby lost it to Big E. And then Big E cashed in on Bobby. Okay. Oh! Oh! Jesus! And Piastri just locked up and nearly went straight into Norris. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, because they made it like the end of an episode of Raw, right? Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. We're on the last 2 laps. That's like pointing out that wrestlers open their eyes when kicking out. Here we go. Oh man, Piastri was so close there. That was so close. Remember how we go racing? Same reminder. So they're warning Piastri to not. Here it is. This is the last chance. We are on the final lap. And if Piastri is going to make a move, it's going to be now. Piastri has the DRS. He is 0.7 behind. Piastri is chasing. Final lap. 5-second time penalty for Leclerc for driving erratically. So that would have been him fighting with George. Which means, nope, it doesn't mean Alonso's going to get up to 4th. But here it is. Lando versus Piastri. Last lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix. And Norris has survived both the DRS zones, but Piastri has much better tyres. Going through turn 4. Oh, Piastri has a little bit of a snap here, and I think Lando's going to end up winning it. This could go less than a 1/10 of a second. Piastri is pushing so hard, you see the car shaking on the exits. And here it is. I think that might have been a cut corner there, but... And Lando, Piastri, half a second. It looks like Piastri's getting away. I think Lando's got this one done. There's not a DRS zone to my knowledge between 11 and 12, but it's getting closer and closer. Piastri getting between half a second and 6/10. And there it is. Unless Lando messes up this last corner here, and Lando with the one stop. Lando goes round and it's getting closer and closer and closer, and Lando wins. Wow, that was a great last 3 laps. Lando wins it by 0.7 of a second after 70 laps. Piastri just pushing a bit too hard on the exits. You see the car sort of like shaking a little bit there, but great finish. That's a good finish to a race. And that's the 200th win for McLaren. 200th win.
It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, what? Yeah, it's okay.
Remember how we go racing. Same reminder, Oscar.
And George Russell, 3rd place. Antonelli with a nice drive that race, up 5 positions to grab that 10th place. He was the last lapped car.
Is that real sweat?
It's real sweat. I'm a high performance athlete.
Athlete sweat. Sweat baby. Kiki. Rah. Sweat. Alonso 5th, Bortoletto 6th, Stroll 7th, and Lawson beats Max Verstappen 8th and 9th place. And yep, after that, Aston Martin climb up 2 positions to go up to 6th place on the Constructors, in front of Kik Sauber by a single point. Kik getting a 6th place, which is great for them. Racing Bulls down 2. Williams with no points at all that race. Same with Haas and Alpine as well. In terms of championship standings for the drivers, Alonso is up 4th places to 11th, with Stroll up 1 to 12th. Agier and Gasly going down 2, and Lawson going down 1 as well. Bortoletto up 2 to 17th place. The only person not to score only people not to score points this season, Colapinto and Jack Doohan. Is Audi going to be Kick Audi next season? No, they announced last week. They literally only announced it last week who their title sponsor is going to be. Audi F1 title sponsor. I think it's Castrol. I don't know though. Revolt or Revolt. Oh, there we go. Kinder beat me to it. Revolt. With team boss Jonathan Wheatley confirmed both sides were eager to finalise the deal ahead of the 2026 Formula 1 entry. Yeah, 4 days ago it was announced. Ocon 55 laps. Yeah, 55 laps. Jesus Christ. Revolut. That's what I said. No, Kick will be no more. Due to the fact it's technically stake anyway. I don't know if they'll stay with Audi maybe for like some capacity, just for whatever their original contract was with Sauber, sorry. I will admit, I do like the race posters from Kick. They're pretty cool. But yeah, no, good race from McLaren. Leclerc's going to be absolutely raging after that race, I think. Losing out to Russell, getting the 5-second penalty. He was still good 16 seconds ahead of Alonso, so wasn't going to lose any more. Ooh. Leclerc! Charles Leclerc! But thank you to... There's loads of you, by the way, in the big screen, so thank you to everyone who jumped in. Yeah, no, Hamilton's just not had a good time at all. At all. Sometimes it just works like that, right? Right, wrestling with spoilers. Dusty Rhodes really thought he was Colin Denny. Oh, he and Colin Denny were in the woods. Hamilton can't handle the bacon. What does that even mean? Just a reminder to anyone here who does a bit of iRacing, if you click on that YouTube channel link, you can and search for Road America, you'll be able to find my TCR guide to Road America from 7 months ago. That guide is still valid for the new track next week. NASCAR announced last week they're out racing at Mexico City. That's a shame for them, because that track proved a lot of people wrong on the NASCAR front. He will remain GOAT though, no matter what. Definitely up there, man. Definitely up there. Right, there we go. Mexico City is a great road course. I love I say it every single time, but I love the stadium section in it. But we're going to listen to the interviews. We're going to watch the podium, and then we're going to swap across to Claire Obscure. This will be a good time for me to get the HDMI out. A great call with one-stop strategy. Right, just make sure Claire Obscure is definitely updated. There is an update. Right, we'll get that updated while we're streaming this then. Whatever you say, Revolt boy. Yeah, great result for the Aston Martins, as already mentioned. Lawson beating Verstappen as well. Alpine just in the mud for the whole race. Just a reminder, if you're on the YouTube side, put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe as well. And if you're on the Twitch side, then follow. Every time there's a race weekend, I try my best to have it on in Discord, as well as, you know, provide a stream like this, so it gives us all somewhere where we can just flock to and talk about our weeks, what's happening, the race itself, and also sort out plans for the future in terms of this channel and the content. Which, speaking of, myself and Gemma should be doing Nightclub Simulator at some point over the next few weeks. It's the F1 summer break, so that's going to leave a lot of my Saturdays and Sundays a bit freer, so let's do something about it. Also planned is Hunt Showdown, which we'll be doing with Morbid and probably a few other people as well. And then Peak, bought Peak about a week and a half ago, and looking forward to giving that a try, see what it's all about. So I've watched a few people playing it, and it definitely looks like the sort of game where you lot are going to get a lot of clips out of it, and I'm going to be highly stressed. In fact, I think Nightclub Sim with Gemma, I could get quite stressed. Especially if the pole dancers start coming in. Just showing George and Lando just watching Piastri with his interview. Alright, still updating Claire Obscure at the moment, so we'll just leave that running. Seen a lot of people playing Grounded 2. Obviously, we did our raid to Amy yesterday, and she had just started with Grounded 2 as well. Don't ask me to play that. It's not going to happen. The sounds of the wasps and flies and mosquitoes, as loud as they are in that game, would just fuck me up. But if you don't want to play it, let me know how it is. I never lost to England. Oh, cricket? I don't know how good we are at cricket at the moment. Lando writing on the champagne, don't break the trophy. Test, you always are. Fair. I'll take your word for it. Now that was a really good last couple of laps of the race there. Really good racing. No team orders. That puts Lando within 9 points of Piastri at the top of the championship. When it comes to the constructors, it's probably a foregone conclusion that McLaren are absolutely dominating and will never get caught up by Ferrari. The battle between Ferrari and Mercedes is getting closer though. Red Bull, I wouldn't even consider being part of that battle yet until Yuki starts getting a couple more points. Really bad Grand Prix from Yuki today, but the Red Bulls have struggled at this track all weekend, so... Well, what's the next Grand Prix? It's, Is it Monza next? I'm sure we're back at... Oh, is it Zandvoort? It's usually Zandvoort or Monza, isn't it? Do they do awards like football does for Ballon d'Or? Was this for cricket or F1? Are you on about? F1? Not really, because it's not a... It's just one league, isn't it? So usually the Drivers' Championship and Constructors is enough. They'll probably... Like, it's the same for Formula 2 and Formula 3 as well. I think there is some sort of ceremony, but I don't think there's like loads of different awards like Best Driver or Best Rookie or something. I don't think that exists. I could be wrong. If there is, it's nowhere near as glamorous as what Ballon d'Or is. Monza is after Netherlands, so right, Zandvoort next, and then it'll be the Temple of Speed, Monza, afterwards. Excuse me. It wasn't really a lot to look for in that race from like lap 10 onwards, but the last 10 laps were definitely yeah, pretty intense watching that evolve. Yeah, I think it's near enough impossible that they get caught up now. I'd like to go to either the Austrian or the Hungarian Grand Prix at some point. That's right, football's back this weekend as well. Song about Celtic versus St Mirren. If there's anyone here who has a local team that they want coming up on the bot... Oh, I need to update that bot actually because there's newly promoted teams. Let me do that whilst it does the podium celebrations. Sports bot. What's the Twitch sports bot called that I've got? Can't seem to find it. Yuki started in the pit lane because they changed to a new engine and some of the other bits. Basically got the new stuff in for the least loss since the car was garbage this week anyway. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. Sports scoreboard, that looks about right. It is. Perfect. So quickly log in. Talk about whatever you want during these streams. As always, we've been talking wrestling all stream. Make it make sense. Alright, let's go to EFL and let's take off that list. Oh, okay. Do I need to re-add everything? Chatbot. Okay, there we go. So, football, let's go to EFL. Hull's on there. Coventry City is on there. We need to add on Sunderland, Burnley and Leeds. EFL we can take off wherever they've gone. Leicester City, take off Ipswich Town, take off Southampton. Got N Town in there. If there's anything else that we need to change in there. Apparently the Canadian Premier League has its own league on there now. That's interesting. Okay, cool. There we go. That's just talking about all sports that aren't motorsport, right? Well, Billy's Canadian, so they call it soccer. Alright, let's get everybody using the Poké Catch, by the way. Got 20 seconds. The Indian Soccer League. Not on my bot. Alright, there we go. Oh, Super League. Sorry, my bad. It's done. Right, that's so I'm just waiting for the exit thing or the outro to finish Sky Sports, and then I can so Dutch Grand Prix, August the 29th to the 31st. That means we've got the next 3 weeks with nothing else to do on stream. Quickly clear the chat inside of there. Right, there we go. All off. Let's turn off multi-viewer. We're going to take a long-ish break. Just give everyone a chance to get up, stretch. I'm going to quickly restart the stream as well, actually. Let me take the break now and then we'll restart the stream afterwards. as we switch over to Clair Obscur. So take this moment just to chill, relax, take a short walk about somewhere to keep all the blood flowing, have a snack, grab a drink, and get yourselves ready for some story. See you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. If you're not... Oh, I was going to say as well, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, put a thumbs up on the stream, and then on the Twitch side, follow the channel. All sorts of stuff happens here if you're new here. Right, how are we all doing? Claire Obscura is nearly updated. I'm just very quickly seeing if there is a way to stop the YouTube stream but keep the Twitch one going on. I'm sure there is. Let me just quickly try and work it out. That might do it. But thank you again to everyone who did jump over to the YouTube stream. If you haven't had a chance to yet, quickly jump onto it now and put a thumbs up on it. We always try and get double figures in all of those, if we can. We haven't got a lot on that one, but the reaction streams usually don't on YouTube, so there's nothing really I can do about that one. There's got to be a way I can stop this stream but carry everything going on the Twitch side. Let's go to YouTube Studio. There might be something in there. Content. Live control room. End stream. Right. That should. If you're watching us on YouTube, come across to the Twitch side. We're going to carry on with some Claire Obscure. Thank you to everybody who's stopped by. The hundreds. We've had 346 of you clicking in, not bothering to read what the stream says, and going off in an absolute huff. That's 300 people who could have been watching the race. And you know what? I can't help you any more than that. End stream. Okay, so let's go across. Just make sure we're definitely not streaming